Okay. We are here. There she is. Getting it done. Cheers. Happy Sunday. Okay. So, no equipment, just a towel and water today. Standing all the way to the back of the mat. We are going to move our bodies today. So a little bit of flow yoga going on today. Make a fist, thumbs up. Squeeze those elbows all the way back, fold halfway down. So today's class, come back up. Just make sure you breathe as much as you can for 45 minutes. So beginning each move with an inhalation and then trying to come up with an exhalation. And you can modify your pace. You can always go quicker or slower. It's all about your workout today. Okay, let's scoop the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Lift the shoulders up, nice and high. And then take it all the way down. Let your head just go, totally unweight the upper body. Now you're going to inhale and extend the spine. You're going to shift the hips back and then come all the way back up. So you're really weighting really into the heels. Lift the shoulders up, reach, and take it all the way down again. Always let the head go. Inhale, extend the spine, hips go back, walk your fingers out. Big deep breath. And then as you exhale, fold it down again. You're going to roll up this time, one vertebrae at a time. Prod out the chest, sweep the arms out to the side, parallel to the floor, move them back. Palms are going to face up, and then we're going to rotate them so they face back. And let's just keep going. While you're moving up and down with your palms, you're trying to send the arms a little further back. Now just hold here with the palms up. Big deep breath. And then sweep the arms up. Lift those shoulders up. And then relax. Take it all the way down again. This time we fold the arms. Stay here for 3 nice big deep breaths. It's really a fantastic opportunity to energize all these muscles with oxygen. Release the hands to the floor. If you can keep your legs straight, that's awesome. I want you to walk out with your hands towards the front of the mat. When you feel like you're about ready to not be able to put the heels down anymore, stay there in that one spot. So you're feeling a nice big stretch through the lower legs. We're just going to take a couple of more breaths here. And now we're going to elevate onto the tippy toes. And we're going to walk out to a high plank. So your shoulders are over the wrists. You're just going to stay here for a breath or two more. And now step your feet in so you're in bear. And as soon as you get there, put the knees down on the floor. We're going to transition to some cat-cows. We are going to try to get into every square inch of our bodies today and move. Do a few more. Remember to always draw your belly button up and in. Okay, come onto the tops of your feet. Open the knees up. And then sit back on the heels. If you want to take a towel for your forehead, we're just going to relax and breathe 6 deep breaths. Yeah, let's come back up. You're gonna bring those knees back in, come back into our bear position. So elevate the knees, just hold here for a couple of breaths. And now meet me in your small downward facing dog. Pushing both heels down onto the floor, really trying to push those knees backwards. So you intensify that stretch through the lower legs. And now come back into your bear position. Try to pick your face up so you haven't dropped it. And put the knees down. Send your left arm forward with your palm facing the midline of the body. And send the right leg back. Try your best not to shift your weight over to the left. And then switch sides. Right arm out, left leg back. Really strong through the core here. And again, left arm, right leg. And switch. Nice, back to all fours. I want you to take your left hand to your left ear with your elbow pointing out to the side. And then let's lift this left shoulder up. And cross it over to the right elbow and do it 2 more times. And then we're going to switch. Right hand to right ear. And the right shoulder comes up. And then cross it. Try to keep the hips nice and quiet. Nice. Now back to all fours. You're going to round your back and shift your hips back over the heels. And then come back forward to a neutral spine. And do that again. Round the back, drop the face, shift back. And come back to a neutral spine, and 1 more time. Now keeping the hips back, walk the hands to the corners of the front of the mat. Make sure your neck is nice and long and your forehead is off the floor. Open the right palm to face up. Lift it off the floor a couple of inches. And really reach it. And then switch. Open the left and reach it. And just keep going from side to side. Really make sure you're opening the palm to face completely up to the ceiling. Couple more. Okay, come on to all fours. You're going to elevate off the knees. Walk your hands back to your feet. You're in a full forward fold. Now roll up slowly. Nice, standing nice and tall. Turn your head to the right. Really proud out your chest. Then come back slowly and turn it all the way to the left. Open your palms now to face forward while you do this. And take the arms back a little bit. Go right again. Go left. Come back center. Now just drop the chin. Hold here for a few breaths. Now lift your chin up. Look down at the right shoulder. Bring it back to a neutral position. Look down at the left. Come back center, sweep the arms to the sky. And then swan dive it down, nice and slow. We're going to walk our hands all the way to the front of the mat. You're in your high plank position. Pick your left foot up off the floor. And then switch. Pick the right foot up. And relax both feet down. Meet me in your downward facing dog. First one of the day. Pushing your heels towards the floor. Lift your left leg up. Draw the belly in. Switch legs. Lift the right. Switch back to lifting the left. Now, while you hold the leg up, walk your hands slowly back to your standing foot. Try to shift your hips backwards. Hold here just for a few breaths, waking up that right glute. Now, with that leg up, slowly take the hands back. You're going to meet me back in your downward facing dog with both feet down. Stay here for 3 big deep breaths. Let's lift the right leg up, keeping your hips square. You're going to take baby steps with your hands back to that standing foot. Shifting your hips as far back as you can, holding that back leg up. Let's walk the hands back. We're going to meet back in our downward facing dog, both feet down. You're going to elevate onto the tippy toes and then lower the heels. Keep going. Meet me back in your high plank. Walk both hands all the way back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart. You're going to step your left foot forward. Give me a nice forward lean here with a big bend in your front leg. Now let's rotate to the right, opening up your inner thigh a little bit. And then come back. Do it a couple more times. Nice little balance challenge as well. Okay, now give me an even bigger bend in that front leg and then push backwards so you're standing up the back of the mat. Sweep the arms up. Lift the shoulders. And then bring your hands back to heart. Step your right foot forward. Big forward lean with a nice bend in that front leg. You're rotating the shoulders to the left. One more time. Now take both hands down to frame your front foot and then just step back to your high plank. And from here, we're going to soften the knees to the floor first time through. Make sure the belly is nice and engaged. You're going to come down and then take it to your up dog. Hold here and breathe. You can come onto the tops of your feet. Pushing away from the floor through the arms. Drawing in the belly and breathing. Okay, tuck the toes under. Let's shift the hips back over the heels. Big stretch for your lats. Come back forward with the hips. Look up. And let's do it again. Shift back. and forward. And now lift the hips up a little bit, draw in the belly, lower down onto your forearms. Try to have the elbows under the shoulders. Nice and strong through the belly. Toes remain tucked under. Lower the hips. Look forward. Nice deep breathing here. Draw that belly in. Now pick those hips back up in slow motion. And lower back down slowly. And now try to begin with a breath and end with an exhalation. So deep breath in, lift the hips up. And then slow breath out, lower them down. Just kind of make it a little rhythmic with your breath. And keep going. Okay, hold your butt up and then walk your forearms all the way back to child's pose of your choice. Okay, come on back up. Now that we're warmed up, we're going to do a little yoga flow. So let's get into position here. You're in your quadruped position. We're going to take it to a small dog. And then walk your hands back to the feet. And then extend the spine. And reverse it. Come all the way back up. And then swan dive it down. Walk out to plank. Do a nice little hover. And then meet me in up dog. Toes tuck under, down dog. Walk your hands back. Extend the spine. Reverse it all the way back up. And one more time, take it down. Walk it out. Give me that nice hover. Up dog, down dog, walk it back. Extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. Hands to heart, step your left foot forward. So give me a really big high heel in the back. And then take the arms up. So this is an opportunity to get a nice little stretch in this front hip flexor. So we like to stack our shoulders over the hips to find it. Little bend in that front leg. Now just lean forward and extend your arms out in front. So now I've got a bigger bend in my front knee. And now take the arms back up to the ceiling. And lean forward. And lift. And one more. And now take it down, bring your foot, step back plank. Do a little hover, go to up dog. Hold here for a few breaths. Tuck the toes under, you're in your down dog. And you're going to walk your hands back to your feet. You're going to extend the spine. Reverse it, come back up, reach for the ceiling. Hands to heart, step your right foot forward. Now shoulders are over the hips, send the arms up. Give me a nice high heel in the back. And now you're going to bend forward. Really sort of get those knees close to being over the toes. And now send the arms back up. And do it again. Reach. And lift. And now we're going to take the arms down. Step back to plank. Give me a little hover. And let's take the chest all the way to the floor. Hands are by your chest, elbows pull in towards the body. Draw your belly in. Keep your face looking down. Just breathe. Chest is lifting up. So you feel the lower back muscles engage while you breathe. And now come on to the forearms, meet me in baby cobra. Nice little reprieve here. I'm on the tops of my feet. Try to broaden through the shoulders, look forward. Nice, take the chest back down, hands by the chest, sweep yourself up, full cobra. You can elevate the knees off the floor, hold here and breathe. Toes tuck under, lift those hips up, you're in high plank. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Full forward fold. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Put your hands on your hips, crowd out the chest. Take your feet outside of the mat. You're going to shift to the right and then the left. And kind of go slow, like don't be jerky. You want to be nice and smooth with the movement. So you feel a nice elongation of that inner thigh muscle. Now changing up the angle, we're just going to send that hip backwards a little bit. So your torso sort of is on a 45-degree angle and your hips from your legs. And then let's do the same on the opposite side. And just do it a couple more times. You know, play around with the angle. Maybe you lean forward a little to enhance the stretch. You got to explore. We talked about that. Nice. Now, turn your heels in so they're on the mat and the toes are off the mat. Bring your hands to heart. We're going to do a nice little squat. When you can't go anymore, just hold here and breathe. Super good for you. In fact, they say if you want to sleep better at night to do this before you go to bed, although I never have time to or I don't remember to. But it's supposed to be really good for you. So let's see if we can stay here for 3 more deep breaths. Patience. And now come up very slowly and scoot the arms straight up to the ceiling. I'd like them a little bit in front so you feel no compression in your neck. And now you're going to stick your butt back as you hold your arms up. Now, isometrically, try to pull your heels towards each other and draw the belly in. Now, lower the arms, crowd out your chest, sweep the arms back behind you with your palms facing the floor. Now, you're still pulling your heels towards each other. Take those arms, send them back up. And lower them slowly. Big, proud chest. And now stand up, release the arms, walk your feet hip width apart. Nice big deep breath. Swan dive it all the way down. hold here. Great opportunity to just close your eyes and get a little bit lost as you breathe and listen to your breathing. Roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Hands to heart. I'm going to have you step your left foot forward. We're going to do pyramid stretch. So I don't have my heels lifted. So I'm going to continue to inch my front foot forward because I know I can go a little further and still keep my back heel down. So I'm going to find that sweet spot. And then once you do, just hold it there, bring your hands to heart, fold forward, keep your spine nice and long. Getting into that left glute. Now bring it back up. When you come up, I really want you to press through that front heel. Now, isometrically pull your front heel back and your back heel forward. And then fold down while you hold that isometric pull. You're gonna have to go a little slower to be able to keep it all going on. And then slowly, when you feel you've gone as far as you can, it's all about that front heel. Push yourself back up. And now you can release that isometric trigger. Fold back down again. And when you can't go any further, put the hands down, folding over that leg, flexing your spine, dropping your head. So I've got my fingertips on the floor framing my front foot. While I do, I'm going to take my back foot and step it in behind the left one. And I'm going to walk a tightrope to get myself back up. So I'm going to extend the spine, hands to heart. I'm going to come up really slowly, pushing through my front heel. Nice. Now, once you're up, step your back foot forward. Great job. Big deep breath. And then take it all the way down. Fold the arms, 5 big deep breaths. Release the arms, roll yourself up. Nice. Now you're going to step your left leg back. So figure out how far back you can take it with both legs straight, both heels down. Hands to heart, fold forward, tuck in that belly. When you start to feel that nice pull through the glute, hold on that spot, take a big deep breath, and then exhale it out and come up, pushing through the heel in the front. Let's try it again. Take it down. And slowly back up. Now let's get that isometric pull of the front foot to the back foot and vice versa. While you hold that, come on down. Hold that pull and come back up. Release the pull. Come back down. This time you're going all the way down, spine's gonna flex, fingertips frame that front foot, you're folding over that front leg. Hang up here, 5 deep breaths. Okay, fingertips on the floor, extend the spine, try to take your back foot behind the front foot. Little tightrope walk to get ourselves back up, nice and slow. Try to bring those hands to heart. And once you're completely up, step your back foot forward. Big deep breath. We're gonna do a nice little side body stretch here. So go up and over to the left. And then back center and up and over to the right. And back center. Release the arms. Take your hands to your waist, pick up your left foot. Circle it. You can always hold on to something if you need a little help. Change your direction. Point and flex. Take hold of the foot, send the right arm up. Give me a little hip hinge forward. Little dancer pose, go as far as you like. Come back up slowly so you keep the balance. And release the foot. Hands to your waist, right leg comes up. Start those big circles. It's called foot love. Why not? Go the opposite way. Sue needs a little foot love. Okay, point and flex. Now take hold of that foot. Sweep the left arm up. Give me a nice little hip hinge forward. Come back up. And release the foot. You're going to turn and face the left side of the room. You're going to take your feet far apart. So let's get the heels right on the edge, the sides of the mat. Kind of use that as a guide. But take them pretty far apart. Lower the hands to the mat. Your spine is long. We're just going to shift the hips back and walk the hands forward. So a little tug of war going on here. Nice stretch for the back of the legs, your lat muscles. Try to make sure your neck is okay. And now bring the hands to the middle of the mat and let the head hover just above the mat. Give me 3 more big deep breaths. Shift your hips back. Inhale, extend the spine. Keep breathing. Right arm out to the side, parallel to the floor, reach it up. Little windmill action going on. Take it down, do the same on the opposite side. Hopefully when that arm and shoulder go up, you feel a release through your opposite inner thigh. Keep going. And if you want to hold it, because it feels good, do it. One thing we never do is count reps. So enjoy the ride. A few more on each side. Then you're going to take your head, hover it above the floor again. Keep it there and walk your feet back together. Hip width apart. Extend the spine. Shift the hips back, walk the fingers to the edge of the mat. Take a couple of breaths. Hold back down, roll yourself up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Turn and face forward. Big deep breath. Swan dive down. We're hitting the floor. So however you want to get there. Meet me sitting down. Extend the legs out to the corners of the front of the mat. And then bring your hands inside, spine long, walk it out. When you can't go any further, try to lower the elbows and the head. Just breathe. Okay, try to come back up. Sit up nice and straight. Lift your right foot up and bring it over to the left. Now, if you felt collapsing through your core and your lower back, I want you to really focus on keeping that part of the body nice and still so that you're not folding forward or collapsing as you lift and move the legs from corner to corner. This is a nice little hip flexor, strengthener, and core builder. So it's all about sitting up on those sit bones and no rounding of the back. Do a few more. I like to keep my hands on my hips when I do this as a reminder of that part of the body, staying strong through the movement. Okay, take the legs nice and wide now. Spine is still long, crowd out your chest, just lean forward. So we're not walking the hands out. Stick your chest out, broaden through those shoulders, and lean forward so you feel your inner thighs. So make sure you don't have any wrinkles in your neck. Try to go a little further. Try to rotate those feet towards the back of the room. Lower the elbows if you can. Hold here and breathe 3 deep breaths. And then come back up. Bring those heels back to the corners of the mat. Step your right foot inside your left leg. Still crowding out the chest and sitting tall. Now, using muscle of this right leg, I want you to try to lower the right knee towards the floor. That's just an activation I want you to hold on to for 3 breaths. Give me a little bit of a forward lean. Try not to round that upper back. Okay, come back, set that heel back to the corner, switch up sides, sitting tall. And this foot can be in as far as you want it to be. There's no perfect spot. So use your muscles of that left leg to try to take that left knee down towards the floor a little further. Try to lean forward a little bit. That's just changing up the angle. Should feel a little different as you lean a little more into it. So if you struggle with pigeon stretch or figure 4 stretch, this is a great way to help ease some of the challenges of getting into those poses. Okay, take this foot back to the corner. Send the arms out or over the shoulders. C-curve your spine. We're going to come down and work our pelvis a little bit. So once you get down, send the arms back, just for a quick little stretch. Point your toes. And now bring your arms back by your side. I'd like you to get nice and flat on your shoulder blades. Step your feet in, close to the butt. Roll the pelvis up, and then down. Keep going. So we know we like to go 3 counts up, 3 counts down. The belly pulls down the entire time. You've got to train yourself to breathe, holding that activation. Okay, from here, we're in happy baby. Send your heels to the ceiling and the knees towards the floor. Holding on to the outsides of the feet. Low back should be down on your mat. Okay, from here, we're going to do some dead bugs. So your knees are bent. The knees are over the hips. The more you pull those knees forward with your lower back on the floor, the more challenging it becomes. Feet are at the height of the knees. Send the left arm back and the right leg out. Pull it back in. Switch sides. Let's do this on 3 counts. 3 counts to get out. 3 counts to get in. So it's pretty slow. A few more. And bring your knees into the chest. Hands on each knee, make big circles. Nice. Now put your feet on the floor, legs are bent, flat on the shoulder blades. Take your arms and make field goal posts and put the back of the hands on the floor. Look at your elbows and see if you've lined them up with the shoulders. Take some nice big deep breaths. Now, if you feel a tightening of the chest, that's your body telling you need to stretch it out. So that's what we're going to do. From this position, I'm going to ask you to just let the knees fall to the left. Send this right arm straight up to the ceiling. So you're off the right shoulder blade. Now you're going to take it at a 45-degree angle, reach it back for a nice chest stretch and side body over that right hip. Take your right knee down towards the floor. And then lower that right arm, bring your knees back up. So you're back into that field goal post position, nice and flat on the shoulder blades. Send your knees to the right and the left arm up. And it's going out at a 45-degree angle from the body. This is all about reaching that arm really long. Trying to get that left knee pressing down. You should be feeling this right over that left hip and up to your chest. If you have a tight chest, it's just going to pull your shoulders forward, which is not a good thing. So daily chest stretches will help posture. Okay, let's bring that arm back down and the knees up. Now we're going to just slide the arms along the floor back there till you can try to get your thumb and middle finger touching, keeping the back of the arms on the floor, and then slide back. Do it a couple more times. 3 counts to get back. 3 counts to come to where you started. And now extend your legs all the way down along the floor, bring the arms up, lift your head. You're gonna roll it up Pilates style and take it between the legs. Final stretch. And sit yourself up. Thank you so much for your power and strength today. That was awesome job. And Mark and Sue later, I guess, hopefully.